Hey, this is Alex Albrand. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I want to discuss the 3 steps to becoming financially unbreakable. And this won't be your typical Dave Ramsey, don't spend money, don't go out to eat rice and beans type of video. It's going to be focused on how do you grow your horizons, how do you expand your money, and how do you actually become financially unbreakable and not have to worry about money. The first step is a lot of people overinvest for their future while vastly underinvesting in their present, meaning a lot of people from age 20 to age about 65 to 70, they work their job, they put so much of their disposable income that they could be using to either grow their skills and make more money in the now, in the present. They spend so much of their money investing, right? They invest in their 401k, in their IRA, but a lot of the time you have people that have so much debt, they have so many liabilities, they have such little cash flow, and you look at their finances and it's because they spend so much money on their future selves, and it's a form of deferring happiness. Everything in life is about balance, so you don't have to invest overly into your future while under-investing into your now, but vice versa. You don't want to be over-investing into your happiness now and have nothing later on. If you invest in your skill set now, starting a business, public speaking, marketing, sales, getting good at something that can maybe take your income from $100,000 a year to $300,000 a year, that has more of an impact than you investing in your 401k and some stock that may earn you 6 or 7% over the long term. Step number 2 is to limit your personally guaranteed debt. A lot of people see Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Mark Zuckerberg, and they have a lot of debt on their balance sheet, and they think, well, if they can do it, I should do it as well. But the difference is you and I don't get the same debt that they get. They get very low interest rates, super long-term mortgages and loans, but also the important thing is that their debt relative to their cash flow and the amount of overall cash and wealth that they have that's liquid is very, very small. Whereas most people, they think, let me just get debt and let me just buy a house. I'll figure it out. Let's say that same person makes $100,000, they overinvest in their 401k and they get a mortgage, right? They put 5% down on a $500,000 property that also needs a lot of work. So now they have a mortgage that's about like $450,000+, and all of that is personally guaranteed debt, meaning if you miss one payment, if you miss 2 or 3 payments, all of your other assets are at play. Or vice versa. Let's say you have a paid off house that you've worked your entire life for, but you get a business loan, all SBA loans. People think of that as a great way to start a business, and it's an option, right? I've had SBA loans, 2 that are over $250,000, but as soon as I could, I paid them off. Right? If you look at financial ruin, it can be caused by medical bills, bankruptcy, and bankruptcy is usually caused by debt. Right? Nobody really goes bankrupt because they have enough cash in the bank, right? So personally guaranteed debt is not what Rich Dad Poor Dad has. It's not what Mark Zuckerberg has, because they have so much assets. They're so well known that banks can give them money and know they're going to pay it back. They don't need to write the personal guarantee. Or even with real estate, big real estate investors, they're buying buildings for $500 million or they're investing, $100 million, but they don't personally guarantee that debt. You and I, as just regular, everyday people, even if you have millions of dollars, you're not super ultra high net worth, you're going to personally guarantee every loan that you touch, business or not. And if you default on that loan, they're going to probably, the bank, sell that loan to what's called a vulture. That vulture is then going to take that loan and go after you for everything you personally have in your name. Even if it's a house, car, watch, stocks, retirement, anything. And so again, the biggest thing of why we work with money is to avoid financial ruin. So if you have personally guaranteed debt, go back to step number 1 and say, use my 401k money to pay that off, and or invest in your skill set, make more money, build up your savings to then pay off that debt. Step number 3 is to invest money and resources into your most valuable asset, which is your time. Well, I know business owners that say, I don't have time to text every lead. I don't have time to call every lead that I get. But then they wash their car, they mow their lawn, they do their fertilizer, they clean their house, right? They cook every single meal, they buy their groceries at Costco, which takes them 4 hours, right? And so not saying you need to get an assistant or a maid or be fancy, but a lot of these things are fairly cost effective for entrepreneurs, right? If you're watching this channel, you want to grow. And so a lot of people have 7-figure goals, and on a per hour basis, they would be making, $1,000 an hour, $2,000 an hour. So that's all the way up here. but you're doing $10 an hour tasks. You're doing $20 an hour tasks. So again, if you don't have the money, you don't have the money, but most people, if they really look at their budget and they say, I need to not go out and spend $500, right, on tickets or drinks or going to the bar, let me spend $500 on getting my time back. Right? So how can I invest in getting my car washed even once a month, my house cleaned, my, lawn done, fertilizer, any like little house maintenance stuff that takes you 10 to 15 hours a week in total, get that out of your life, and that helps you grow a business because you have time to do what's most important, which a lot of the time is marketing and sales, right? If you want to lose weight, eating McDonald's is not going to help you get there. Not saying anything bad for anybody that eats McDonald's. I love it sometimes, but I'm not eating it every day if I want to lose weight or if I want to get in great shape. If you want to get in great shape financially with your business or not with your job, you can still invest to get your time back and also stop watching Netflix. That'll save you another 10 or 15 hours. And then even if you stick with your job, you can still invest in your skill set to make a lot more money, going back to step one. Or if you have a business, you can text every lead, you can text old clients, checking in, ask for referrals, and really focus on growing and reaching those goals. A lot of the time people have the skill set to get here, but they make the valid choice in their mind of, oh, I'm gonna save money, right? I'm not too good to do these tasks. I'm not too good to do anything, right? I don't wanna do them, number one, but number two, I know my time is valuable, right? I can, instead of mowing my lawn, I can be making this video, providing value, reaching new people, which is a much higher value task for my business and my time, right? So in your life, look at where are you not investing, where are you somewhat wasting your time on tasks that can be delegated, right? Whether they're by your employees in your business, right? How can you delegate certain follow-up or certain tasks? But most importantly, look at your life and see how you can delegate those $10 an hour, $20 an hour tasks. And believe me, people in your family, your friends, they might think, oh, you've changed, right? You think you're too good. That's a good thing. You need to evolve, right? If you don't change in life, if you're not growing, you're dying, right? If you're in the hospital, I say all the time, and it's a flat line, you're dead. Right? So you have to change, you have to evolve, and don't look at those tasks as, oh, those are beneath me. Look at those as, hey, I can invest money instead of doing this other thing. I can invest money, get my time back, invest that time to not chill or watch Netflix, to grow my business and make that happen. So to summarize, the steps you want to follow are, number one, overinvest in your present. Stop overinvesting in your future. Don't defer happiness because life is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. So invest in your skill set now, grow your earning potential, and invest that difference later on into your future. Number two, limit your debt, and specifically personally guaranteed debt. If you're not a billionaire, every piece of debt that you get is personally guaranteed. So don't believe, hey, take on all this debt, go buy a bunch of real estate rentals. You need liquid, you need cash in the bank, you need, even if it's stocks, you need liquid assets. And if you have debt, build a game plan on how to pay that off as quickly as possible, and you'll be thankful later on. If you ever run into issues or you lose your job or your business slows down, it's more of an inconvenience rather than financial ruin, which is obviously a huge difference. And lastly, step number three is to invest your money and your resources into getting your most valuable resource, your most valuable asset back, which is your time. Stop doing $10 an hour tasks if you want to make $1,000 an hour, and look in your life, look in your business, and comment below, what's the step that you need to focus on most over the next 90 days? It could be all three, or ideally, and most likely, it's one specific step that if you focus on, it's going to have a huge impact on your finances, on your income, and on your wealth. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.